Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, it seems like I took some time off from doing this video. I don't know why, I just had other videos that I wanted to do before this, but we're going to get to part 6 with this shelf right back here. It's going to be some 4Ks, Blu-rays, Steelbooks, Criterion, Arrow Video, I think. Basically a little bit of everything. And some of these movies are going to be like my So Bad It's Good. But without further ado, we're actually going to start with So Bad It's Good movies. I have a little handful. If you guys have recommendations, definitely leave it down in the comment section below, letting me know of movies that are just so bad, so laughable. I need to watch them because I enjoy them. I think they're great. So, we have a little stack right here. So, of course, we're going to have Trolls 2. That just makes sense. If you haven't seen that movie, it's, again, so bad it's good. We have Tammy and the T-Rex right here on 4K. I do have a review of this movie, or basically just me kind of talking about the movie and why it's so bad it's good. Of course, we have to have The Room, because Tommy Wiseau, why not? It's actually in here. I'll show you real quick. This actually is a copy from, like, him, I guess, or like the production company that he had or owned or whatever. But it has little Photoshop or like headshots of him, but then on top of it, it actually is a, I don't know if it's, it looks like it's got on there. It's a underwear, like you can legit order Tommy Wiseau's actual, brand underwear. So, yeah, that came with the movie. So, you get the movie, you get to watch the movie, and then you get to buy underwear on top of that. You get to mail it in, so why wouldn't you want to do that? Then, of course, Paul Rudd's favorite, we have Mac and Me. Because who doesn't like an E.T. knockoff? Nicolas Cage's Vampire Kiss. If you've ever seen this, Nicolas Cage, he's insane. His acting is over the top for the most part. And then, of course, this little gem, The Fanatic, with John Travolta. It's directed by Fred Durst. He, basically has a little, 30-second ad for his music in this movie. It's so just insane. Watch this movie. If you have to watch any of them, watch all of them, but this movie is fantastic. Alright, next we're going to jump into Guillermo del Toro, just a little bit. So, of course, we have Pan's Labyrinth. Basically, a lot of this first row should be Criterion for the most part. We have The Devil's Backbone, which I think I heard this is getting a 4K. I'm not 100% sure. We have Kronos. And then, of course, The Great Escape. Just a great movie. Again, I think they put this out on 4K, or it's coming out on 4K, but, Criterion's Blu-ray edition, for the most part, looks fantastic, so I don't feel the need to upgrade, because I know a lot of, at least these two coming up are supposed to be getting a 4K too, or are getting a 4K. But, of course, 12 Angry Men, again, 4K, but I don't know. We'll see, because that is a fantastic movie. We have The War of the Worlds, the original. We have 1984 as well. Then we have The Island of Lost Souls. So this movie still to this day is just creepy. It's, ugh. We have Nightmare Alley. Next up is a movie, The Player, 1992. Tim Robbins, Whoopi Goldberg. This is a great movie, and I think a lot of people don't even know that it exists. And, of course, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Again, I think that one's getting a 4K. Then we have the original Blob. Scanners, which is one of the best head explosions in cinema history. And then we have Gimme Shelter. I like a lot of the Criterion stuff when they do, music documentaries and stuff like that. So there are some in here, or there were some in the last video. But either way, we have The Man Who Knew Too Much. Of course, Alfred Hitchcock old stuff. I love it. A Foreign Correspondent. And of course, 39 Steps. Next up, we're jumping into some Steelbooks here. So we're going to have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I feel like one of, I don't know, either you love it or you hate it, it seems like, with this movie. So who knows, I enjoyed it. We have Top Gun, of course, Maverick, and then the original Top Gun. I don't know who's with me, but I think Top Gun Maverick is better than the original, so sorry if that upsets you. We have La La Land, the awesome 4K Steelbook from Lionsgate. Reservoir Dogs. Pulp Fiction. Clerks 4K. I love the Steelbook. I mean, Lionsgate, they kill it with basically everything they do. We have Highlander. Dune 4K Steelbook, which I don't know. It's simple, but I still like the way it looks. We have Coming to America, one of Eddie Murphy's best movies for the most part, and then Leon the Professional. Alright, next shelf, we're going to get into some 4Ks with slips, without slips. I'm not huge into that, I don't really care. If it comes with a slipcover, cool, I'll take it. If it doesn't come with a slipcover, yeah, either way. So next up, of course, we have Doctor Strangelove. Rampage. I know there are a couple, including this one, that I got from an estate sale way back when. Like, I think it was my first video on this channel. So if you want to go all the way back down to that and watch that, there are some awesome pickups. But all these 4Ks, for the most part, a lot of them I got for like $1.25 each. So I picked them up to sell them, and they've kind of just stuck around in my collection. So I'll probably get around to selling them sometime soon, but either way. Next up, we have Fury. This looks fantastic on 4K, so if you're looking for something reference quality, that looks beautiful. We have Smokey and the Bandit. Parasite. I know Criterion did a Parasite release as well. I don't know, I got the cheaper version. I like the movie, but I don't need to go do all the bells and whistles from Criterion. We have Elysium. The Accountant. I know this, I enjoyed this too. I know this kind of flew under the radar. If a lot of people probably don't know about it or haven't watched it, but I enjoyed it. And of course, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory 4K. Gene Wilder, you have to pick this movie up. And then we have Moonlight. Of course, the Coronado trilogy, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, The World's End. I mean, I love all of these movies. The 4K transfers or upscales or whatever you want to call them, they're not the best. I think Hot Fuzz, for the most part, doesn't look really that much better than the Blu-ray, but I got it for a stupidly good price for all three movies. I think I paid like $5. So I picked them up because I love them. We have Hacksaw Ridge. Again, you want to watch a war movie. There's a lot of good war movies on 4K, but this is definitely a really solid one to watch. I had to pick up Elvis. I love Elvis. Well, I love the movie. I'm fond of Elvis, but I don't love Elvis. Everything Everywhere All at Once, of course, won a bunch of awards, and I picked up the Walmart slip just because I thought it was the coolest version of it. We have Interstellar on 4K. Again, everything Christopher Nolan touches looks beautiful on 4K. So if you think about picking up anything he has, get it on 4K because the guy is just a mastermind. Cold Pursuit, again, one that I picked up for $1.25, so I haven't even watched it, honestly, because I just bought it with the intent to resell it and make a little bit of money to put towards my collection, but I think I should. I was told this movie's pretty funny, so who knows? Maybe I'll watch it pretty soon here. Again, another one, I think it's like a house with a clock in the wall. Yeah, I've seen this movie once. It was alright, but it wasn't anything special. Again, $1.25, so that's one I'll probably get rid of pretty soon here. Red Heat. I did get this for $1.25, but I'm definitely keeping this. I mean, it's got Belushi in it. It's got Arnold. The movie's not that great, but either way. We got Green Book. Of course, a great movie. And again, Patriots Day. One that I picked up for $1.25, but it was surprisingly good. Moderately okay. Either way. It's Mark Wahlberg, you know? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Maybe I'm dating myself with that reference a little bit, but either way, most of you will probably get it. Next up, we have The Martian on 4K. The Revenant on 4K. I don't really need to say on 4K. You guys see the cases. We have The Ten Commandments. Green Knight. Snake Eyes. Again, $1.25. It was okay. Yeah. Hell or High Water. An amazing movie if you haven't seen it. The Outsiders. Just something I grew up on. It's a good movie. It's got a lot of really big name actors before they got big. And then Argo on 4K. We have this big box set of Apocalypse Now. This is the final cut. I think it's got 2 different versions in this one. Maybe 3, but I think only 2 are on 4K. My Fair Lady. The Gentleman. I really enjoyed this movie, so check it out if you have not. And then The Bad Times at El Royale. Again, I think I got this for cheap. I didn't get it in the estate sale, but I got it for cheap. On to the next row. So, of course, Elf on 4K. I did a review of this with my sister, so go check that out. But looks good on 4K. And it's Elf. It's just a great movie. We have To Kill a Mockingbird on 4K. I love black and white movies on 4K. They just always look better no matter what. Singing in the Rain. Saturday Night Fever. The Last Duel. The Lost City. I think this is a Black Friday pickup, but like $5 I think it was. So Real Genius. I actually just watched this yesterday or 2 days ago, so still an enjoyable, kind of goofy, over the top movie from the 80s. And of course, Wayne's World. I think this looked better than the Steelbook because they just redid the Steelbook like how the old Blu-ray was, and not worth it. And of course, The Northman. We got Eminem and 8 Mile, because, of course. Ambulance. This movie's not the best at all. I mean, it's literally just Michael Bay blowing stuff up at this point, because that's just what he does. But either way, it's reference quality. It's good looking 4K. The sound looks great. Sound is great. Sounds great. The sound sounds great. That doesn't make sense, but it does. We have Live, Die, Repeat, or Edge of Tomorrow, whatever you want to call it. But this looks great on 4K as well. Source Code, which I think is underrated, but I enjoy this movie a lot. Or The Dark Crystal. The Labyrinth. Looper. And Nobody. Is this just me? I had to watch this movie like 3 times to get all the way through it, but I think I just kept doing things to not be watching that movie. But I don't know. I enjoyed it, but it took me a long time to get through it. I don't know why. So we have The Italian Job on 4K from Kino. Not the, the Mark Wahlberg one, but the kind of kookier, funnier one. I guess the other one's funny too. We have Heat on 4K. I picked this up for like $6 from Best Buy when it went on like that weird sale. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, the original. We have War Games on 4K. Mystery Men on 4K. I couldn't pass this up. This movie was just a childhood staple of mine. We have the original Rollerball. I wonder if you know there was a remake, because it was really just flew under the weather. And of course, The Meaning of Life, a Monty Python movie. It's Monty Python. Come on now. Christmas Vacation is again staple in my family household. We have Casablanca. Bullet Train. Doom. Say what you will, but say what you will. And then Patriots Game. Alright, we are at the halfway point of this video. I know, I'm going through as quick as I can. But either way, if you could, before we get into the last, and before I give some of these random digital codes away, if you could, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, do all that fun stuff, help me out. We're inching closer and closer to 500 subscribers, which is great to me. And then also leave it down in the comment section below, letting me know, what do you like, what do you don't like. Either way, we're going to give it in the first digital code. So this is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So we'll throw this one up here. There's that. So whoever wants it, take it. It's yours. I don't care. You know, let me know down in the comment section below that you got it, because I want to make sure somebody gets it. But it's yours. It's out there in the universe now, so whoever claims it, claims it. The next one will be at the end of the video, so don't fast forward. We'll get there. You know, just be one of the first ones to watch the video, claim the code, and you're good either way. So we're going to jump into comedy. So I have a lot of comedy. I have stuff from 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and then it just seems like they stopped putting out comedy movies. So we have Four Christmases, Bad Teacher, The Wedding Singer, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I absolutely love this movie. Of course, The Princess Bride, Happy Gilmore, back when he was a very funny, I'm sure he's still funny, but a lot of his movies just don't resonate with me anymore. Bruce Almighty, The Girl Next Door, and of course we have the Rush Hour trilogy right here in this nice little box set that I got for like $10. We have Sister Act 1 and 2 because I love these movies. Brewster's Millions. Of course we have Major League and Major League 2. I'm still trying to pick up the third one. I don't feel like I'm going to find it in person, but it's like the minors of, or not even the minors, it's AAA of their team, and I still love it. Of course we have Trading Places, Ride Along, Going the Distance, When Harry Met Sally, She's Out of My League, of course, Weekend at Bernie's, and a beat up copy of Hot Tub Time Machine. And to go with that beat up copy of Hot Tub Time Machine, I have a Steelbook of Hot Tub Time Machine. I believe this is a German release or an Italian release, one of those two. Honestly, I can't remember. Last time I looked it up, it was somewhere in Europe. Take Me Home Tonight, Fired Up, absolutely love this movie. Wedding Crashers, Accepted, again, underrated. Hot Rod, which I absolutely hated the first time I watched it again, and then loved it, so I don't know. We have Clueless, Better Off Dead, Airplane, of course the Blues Brothers, we have the first Hangover, because I don't need the second and third one at all, and then Pineapple Express. Next row it is. So we have Scrooge, The Jerk, Impractical Jokers, the movie. Not as good as I thought it would be, but it's still pretty funny. Of course, Dumb and Dumber. We have Tag, which is, again, an underrated movie that I don't think a lot of people have seen. Friends with Benefits. Role Models. Get Him to the Greek. The Other Guys. Let's Be Cops. This Is the End. Tropic Thunder. I'm debating if I want to pick up the 4K from Kino, but I don't think I need it. I don't think. We have 40-Year-Old Virgin, Miss Congeniality 1 and 2. Of course, Jingle All the Way. If you don't have this, shame on you. If you haven't seen this, shame on you. Fighting with Family. I absolutely love this movie. It's so damn good. I Love You, Man. Again, one of my favorite comedies of all times. Step Brothers. Neighbors 2. And of course, the original Neighbors. And Caddyshack. And we have the Superbad Steelbook. the Paul Steelbook, Wet Hot American Summer. If you haven't seen this or the Netflix show that it's about or continuation of, watch it. It's pretty good. Tommy Boy. And then, of course, Tommy Boy Steelbook. I have 2 copies because this one is actually a different version of the movie. So, of course, I have to keep both because that way I can watch both editions of the movie. Of course. What are you thinking? We have Rapture Palooza. Probably have no idea this was even made, but it's a pretty funny movie. We have Due Date. And, of course, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Again, I don't need the other ones because they're not that good. And last stack. So we'll do this, and then I'll do the rest of that giveaway. But either way, this is going to be kind of a hodgepodge. Comedy, random Blu-rays. But we have Tombstone. We have Bedazzled, which sells for like $150 right now. Blast from the Past. The Departed, which I don't think has a 4K, but why the hell not, right? Why does this not have a 4K? The Usual Suspects. I don't think I need the 4K from Kino. Good Morning Vietnam. Titanicon, not 4K. James Cameron, cough cough, just do a 4K. The Peanut Butter Falcon, very underrated movie. Of course, Popeye, Robin Williams. American Sniper. If anybody's seen this movie, did the fake baby upset you as much as me? Because my buddy and I saw it when it came out in theaters, and that fake baby just annoyed the hell out of me. I don't know why. It just looks like super rubbery, just not good. We have Game Night. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. Down to Earth. We have Basketball. Top Secret. Rat Race. Couples Retreat. The Proposal. There's Something About Mary. The Great Outdoors, absolutely love that movie. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Major Payne. Waterboy. Dodgeball, the unrated cut. I don't think it's much of a difference. And then Uncle Buck. I love this movie. Love John Candy. R.I.P. But I love John Candy. We have the triple pack Austin Powers. The Replacements. Again, amazing, funny, hilarious movie. Mrs. Doubtfire. Night at the Roxbury's. Roxbury. We have the trilogy for the scary movies. I don't think I need anything past that. After 3, it's terrible. We have the Revenge of the Nerds with the Deadpool cover. Going the Distance. And last but not least, Gravity. So, let's grab this last code right over here. Let me know down in the comment section below. What did you like? What did you not like? Do all that fun stuff down there. And then, bam, put that right up to the camera. Let it zoom in. Boom. It's focusing. Good. So, that is for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I'm sure you read that anyway. So, either way, let me know if you got this one or the other one. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in another video.